Hey everyone, welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today, June 22nd, 2025, we're taking a close look at Litecoin ETFs. We're not just staring at candlesticks, though. We'll be weaving together the latest news and the charts to give you a comprehensive view of what might be next for Litecoin. First, we'll recap some headlines and important news based on Google searches and prominent crypto news outlets. Then, we'll dive into the charts and see if we can identify patterns, support and resistance levels, and potential trade setups. So, let's get started with some current events. According to recent news, Litecoin has been facing a falling price today, with Economic Times reporting a 3.48% decrease. On the other hand, various sources are still optimistic about Litecoin's potential in 2025 and beyond, even with the price falling. Token Metrics predicts that in a bullish scenario, Litecoin could reach $118 and even as high as $393. Other sources such as Cointelegraph mention Litecoin showing resilience, with support around $83.48 to $83.57, and growing expectations for a spot Litecoin ETF. There have also been headlines about Bitcoin potentially reaching over $100,000 by the end of the year if Trump delivers on his crypto promises, which could positively influence the entire crypto market, including Litecoin. Now, let's shift our focus to the charts and see if these news points correlate with any patterns. Looking at the daily chart, we can see a significant downtrend over the past few months, starting from around December 2024 when LTC was trading above $100. We can narrow our focus to get a clearer picture of more recent price action. Looking at candles from the start of April 2025 onward, we see a volatile period with Litecoin struggling to maintain any sustained upward momentum. There was a sharp drop in early April, followed by a period of consolidation and then further decline. Recent price action shows some slight recovery, but the overall trend remains bearish in the daily timeframe. Switching to the 1-hour chart, we can see more detail on the short-term price movements. It is easier to see defined resistance and support levels, though the current price of LTCUSD is still closer to its recent lows of the past few months. To dive even deeper, let's zoom into the last few days using the 15-minute chart. We can observe very choppy price action with no clear trend established. LTCUSD seems to be struggling to break above the $85 level. Given this short-term chop and overall downtrend and negative news with support being tested, a break below the $83 level could mean more downside potential. The news about a potential spot ETF and a pro-crypto president could positively influence the chart if LTCUSD can manage to hold and consolidate near the $85 range. To recap, important price levels to watch for LTCUSD on the daily timeframe are recent lows, around $70 as a support. If that breaks, we could see further downside. On the upside, it needs to convincingly break $80. If it can hold, the market may start to see bullish movement. In the short term on the 15-minute timeframe, watch the $83 to $86 range. For potential trading, be cautious and consider the overall bearish trend. Watch closely and use stop losses to manage risk.